business now. We're going to start off with Waste Management Inc. It's a waste management, comprehensive waste and environmental services company. Founded in 1971 in the U.S. It has a market cap of $24.7 billion, trades on a hefty PE ratio of 33.64 and a dividend yield of 2.8%. Now, just to clarify what these guys do. So they obviously operate mainly in the US market.
Yes.
And they get contracted by, big oil companies, big factories to come and sort out their waste.
Yes.
That's the one part of the business. The other part is the landfill. So obviously there's legislation that force people and waste to go into certain, protected environments where waste can be put without, poisoning the rest of the earth.
Correct.
And so on. So they own and manage these landfills.
Yeah, look, this is not a new age company. This has been around obviously forever. The whole emphasis on recycling and segregation of waste and management of waste, obviously there's been more emphasis on this in the last few years. So this is a more traditional company. It's not a new tech type of company. And in fact, they do incredibly well. And this is the one company that generates serious positive cash flows. I mean, they generate a good couple of $1 billion a year positive cash. They pay it all out in dividends. A 2.8 or 3% dividend yield for an American company is quite a good dividend yield. So this is not, as I said, a new age business. It's actually a very well managed, solid business. And even though the price earnings ratio is quite high, the results seem to justify it. They actually show very good results, and they have done for a sustained time period.
Well, let's have a look at that share price and we can see the performance. And like you said, I think over a 5-year period, you've got about a 60% return in dollars, which is pretty solid. It is quite utility-like, and it's also geared towards commodity prices,
and
because
that's the big problem
those
they're having
are
now.
their clients.
Yeah, that's the big problem they're having from both sides. In fact, it is their clients, but they obviously recycle a lot of metal and stuff like that and sell it on. So and this is the one thing they do state in their latest set of results, that the whole recycling and the selling off of the commodities that they get from the waste and their clients, this is their biggest concern at the moment. But as I said earlier on, they generated $1.4 billion free cash flow last year. So it's a massive cash generating business. And it's a solid business because it is a utility, as we've spoken about.
I just want to talk about some of the innovations they're coming up with. So at the landfills, gas is produced, which they can actually turn into fuel. So they say on their website they've got about 134 waste to liquid plants where they're turning the waste into a fuel, which generates enough power to supply 500,000 homes. So there are certainly quite exciting innovations coming through.
Yeah, look, this is actually it's not all that new. You get methane from rotting vegetables, essentially. So you pull the methane, you concentrate the methane, and you can either convert it or just use it straight as methane. So this has been a byproduct of waste management, maybe not in South Africa yet, even though Interwaste is talking about it. Overseas, and especially in Australia, it's actually a massive part of the whole business model, is to actually generate this methane and actually use it for energy, either to run their own plants or to convert it to fuel, or run some turbines off it and get electricity and then sell the electricity on. But it's actually a very good business.
Well, that certainly sounds exciting.
Yeah.
Are you hot or not on waste management?
The PE looks relatively high, but as I said earlier on, given their current results, I would actually say a hot on this one.
I must say I do like the business. I think that fuel element is quite exciting, and I certainly think, industrial-wise in the US, we probably see a recovery, and they're poised to benefit from that. So I'll also be hot.